teach us that.
Who we want to teach y'all?
Yeah.
So, y'all know who y'all are, right? Y'all are the Israelites, according to the Bible, right? So as Israelites, right, we call ourselves kings and queens, right? Don't we feel like that? Now, as a best thing. That's right. Now, as a people, why we don't act like that? Right?
Because half of us wasn't raised the right way.
Exactly.
I know I will.
And it starts, like I say, it starts in the home. But then, even then, after it goes on in the home, guess what? It got to go out to your community and to your people.
You got to spread the word.
You got what?
You got to spread the word.
That's right. You got to spread the word. And
you got to spread the health.
Right. And the true gospel is knowing who you are, right? And we are the Israelites. And knowing that Jesus, right, looked like this man, right? Check this out, brother. He said, hey, this is the true gospel right here, man. The word gospel means good news. So, hey, now we're learning who we are as a people, and we learning that Jesus Christ looks like us, right, according to the Bible.
That's right.
Have y'all ever heard that explained?
Well, let me see the picture, Maria.
Right, that his head and his hairs were white like wool. Y'all ever heard that before? Mm-hmm. Right? As white as snow, right? So we understand that so-called black people have that same texture hair and that same color skin. But when you look at history, you'll see that you come from the same people that he come from.
Can I say one thing, sir?
Yeah, brother.
They pushed me down last night.
They said never scar your back. Every day you scar your back. Mosquito bite, fly bite, whatever. I got this brand on me. Got this tattoo. We was born to burn, but we got to live to shine. To spread his word.
So let me check this out. Right, when it comes to
I scarred my body last night.
You familiar with we're not supposed to get tattoos, right?
Right. We're not supposed to scar our back.
No, now when I got no tattoo.
Every time we fall for bite, we
scar our back.
Right. So we're not supposed to do that. Now I got a couple of tattoos, but when I came into the knowledge of the truth, right, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna repent and keep God's commandments. So I ain't gonna do that no more.
You ain't covered up. You ain't covered up though.
No, I do,
man.
Right.
Where's your hold this from?
Yeah.
Right. So bring out, give me one of the curses.
If it didn't mean
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So the they talk about the curses. It would be upon us for what?
For a sign.
And what?
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
For how long?
Forever.
So the curses would be upon us forever for us to identify who we are, right? Give me verse 54. I'm going to show you one of the curses that God said would be upon who? The Israelites, to identify who they are.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
When it's black on black violence?
Evil toward his brother.
Now his eye is evil toward his brother. That's right. That's us. That's one of the curses that came upon us. Now, when you look at the Arabs, are they living like that? Are their eyes evil towards their brother? What about the so-called white man? How about the damn Asian man who owns this damn store in our community? His eye ain't evil towards his brother. But us, the so-called black man, our eye is evil towards our brother. Right? Because
he's straight.
Why? Because they got the wrong color on. Because he's dark skinned. Because he's light skinned. Because I don't like the way he looks. Right? Stupid reasons is why we hate each other. But ultimately, these are the curses that got put upon us for not keeping God's commandments. Right? You read?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Now our eye is evil towards our wife. And we don't respect our women.
Married.
Right? Correct. We don't respect our women. Right? We treat them like crap. They make music that degrades our women. When have you ever heard different country music and pop music just degrading their women, calling them bees and hoes? Right? But you'll hear that in so-called black man music. That's right. Because he hates his wife. That's right. You read it?
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Now you're looking at another curse. The Lord said, the remnant of his children, which he shall lead. That's a sign to show you that we the Israelites, that the so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans, the Israelites, they would be leaving their kids. That's
so what you saying to me is basically just call my child a man. It's a different culture.
He got a mixed child, white and black.
No. Give me Numbers 18.
I just want to know why everybody eats his own. You know, just because you like grapes, not dough, you may hate watermelon. I love cantaloupe.
Sir.
What's the difference?
Hey, y'all tell me this.
Man, we have a church, you got a whole suit on.
Let me
I ain't
I'll be back, y'all.
Hey, brother, hear this out right quick. Because going on your son or your daughter, you know,
Come deal with him.
come deal with it.
5 minutes. Why you
That's why I know you're right.
Why
He
you
buried my
talking
brother and my mom today.
Huh?
See it?
Learn
He
something.
buried my. I know the Bible.
Oh.
I'm older than y'all.
I don't need
What that mean, brother?
I'm listening.
Thank you.
Oh,
Shut
bring,
my mouth.
bring it out.
Pray for me.
The book of Numbers.
Pray for me today. God bless.
Book
Bring
of
it out.
Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Right.
And they declared their pedigree.
They're what?
Their pedigree.
So y'all know what a pedigree is?
Go ahead.
The bloodline.
A bloodline.
Yeah,
That's right,
listen.
brother. That's right, brother. Right, Kiri?
They declared their pedigree.
Their bloodline.
After their families.
Uh-huh.
By the house of their father.
By the who?
By the house of their father.
So now by the house of their father. So that would make you a child, right? That would make you a child, a so-called black man, or in better words, Israelite.
That's right.
See that? Now, so-called white man, they'll teach you about skin color. We don't give a damn about skin color.
No.
Now, we care about nationality and your pedigree and your bloodline.
Bloodline.
Right? We got degrading somebody off of their skin color because they dark skin, they light skin from the so-called white man. He's the one who made it about skin color.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Right? So ultimately, your child would be of you, right? And you would be an Israelite, and they would be an Israelite as well.
Israel. Israel.
So, like the brother was bringing out, he was saying one of the curses was that we would hate each other as a nation. Our brothers would have an evil eye toward each other. We would hate the women of our own nation, and we would leave our kids
In our nation.
in our nation. And they would be upon us for a sign to show us in the later days who we are according to the book. I want to show you another curse, brother can break it down. This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 37. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment.
A what?
An astonishment. A proverb.
A proverb. A proverb is a wise saying. They say you want to hide something from a nigga, do what?
I don't know what that means. I'm not that updated.
Right. They say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in what? Put it in a book. Y'all ever heard that before?
No, sir.
Okay. So the nations, they make proverbs about it. Wise saying, oh, the niggas like watermelon, they don't do nothing but eat chicken. Right?
Always late.
Right. They always late. CPT, you know? Right? So, but these are proverbs and bywords, how the other nations look at it. This so-called Asian man, I'm pretty sure he thinks the same. Right? Like, look at these. Now, he'll sell you everything you need to get his money out, to draw money out. Right? But ultimately, he don't look at you in respect of as to who you are. He look at you as a nigga, a Negro.
Exactly. He don't look at you as a man.
No.
You don't look at you as a person of God.
Because so-called white man, they look at you as 3/5 of a man. That's in their constitution. That's right. Right? You read?
Yep.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations.
No, just some.
Among all nations.
Among all nations. So that's how all of them look at you. The Arabs, the Asian man, the so-called white man, the Koreans, all of them look at you like that.
That's how they got all this stuff.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And they have it
And
designed.
they put in, they got it designed to what we follow.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
They got a liquor store in every corner around here.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to white neighborhood, it ain't one for 3 miles.
Right.
All
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
When they want some dope or something, they come down to the hood. They want some alcohol, they come to the hood.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a no-win situation.
For
The
lo,
white
thine-
folks said that. That's why they broke the law this year, saying that you allowed to carry a pistol with no license. Y'all giving us permission to kill each other.
Right. Right.
That's what they doing.
Check it out, brother. What you mean? It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee.
And they what?
And they that hate thee.
So do y'all know who hates us?
White folks.
That's right. Right. What about you, brother?
I'm sorry, my baby mama white.
That's right. That's right.
My baby mama white. I don't discriminate against now. No kind.
It ain't about discriminating.
But it depends on how you come to me as a person.
Who hate us?
White folk.
Alright?
But
Check it out.
it depends. All of them ain't bad.
Check it out.
So we can't pick and
They
choose.
have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy history. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So all the other nations got together and said, come and let's cut them off from being what?
A nation.
Keep reading.
But guess
At
what?
the name of
Listen to
Israel.
this, brother.
At the name of
Who
Israel.
y'all?
At the name
I'm
of
Christian.
The
Israel.
name of Israel. We the Israelites. Then what?
That the name of Israel may be no
No
more
more.
in remembrance.
No more in remembrance.
So that means they trying to get rid of us all.
I
Exactly.
mean, the
That-
name
now-
that we said that we are.
I'm talking about the name. Now, you remember, in slavery, we couldn't read and write.
That's right.
Exactly.
Couldn't read and write. But what was the main thing they didn't want us to read? The script.
The scripture. Yeah.
Our history.
He didn't want us to spread the word.
Right. Because guess what? How we waking up in the last days? Through the scriptures. So they don't want us to read the heavenly scriptures that the Lord gave us, which has our commandments in there, which has our laws in there, which has our wars that we fought, all the different historical events that happened to our people. All that is in the Bible. But they don't want you to have your history. But they're teaching the so-called white man history.
Oh, yeah.
They're teaching about all
That's
the
like
places.
Ruth.
Right.
Like the movie Ruth.
Right.
Same
Same thing.
You watched in that movie when they
Yeah.
had Toby tied to that damn.
That's the thing.
Then what did they do to him?
Let them dog.
What they were doing to him?
They beat him
To do what?
to change his name.
You see
Change
that?
his name.
See that?
Exactly.
Change his name. Went out so mad, and guess what? The shit about, excuse my language, Johnny. Messed up all about it. My wife, she was white. My son, he mixed. But I got married to 2 white girls in my life. I ain't never married a black girl. Everybody say, are you some type of way about black girls? Yes, I am. It's not our nationality. It's their mouth.
Understand that too.
You gotta say too much to me before I just get stupefied. I mean, you keep hitting me and popping me and cutting me. Some of that gotta go. So I learned my lesson with that.
Bring that up.
A white girl, she don't do it. You tell her shut up, sit down, she go in there and cook you them bacon and eggs. Oh,
Well, brother,
what?
I can't disagree with you on that one, but
But that's the only, everybody get mad at me because I prefer that. I prefer not going to jail over some BS. I just tell them to cook me some eggs and I'll shut up.
Are we the only first one? All 12 tribes you see right here. We are the first people that are cursed according to the Bible.
I gotta go find my sister. Where is she?
Now that's not a bad thing, right?
I shall return.
hey,
God
you got a
bless.
flyer from him, bro?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He gave me.
All right.
Matter of fact, let me get this for you. You don't want me to say it anymore.
Okay, bring it up, brother.
And it shall come to pass,
Uh-huh.
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So the Lord said if we listen to his commandments, keep reading.
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
So the Lord said he would set us on high, right? So you would see, if this was a blessing to happen to us, you would see Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans as CEOs, right? With their own businesses, their own communities everywhere, ruling over the nations, making the laws and regulations. That's what you would see, right? But we don't see that, right? You read it?
I will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
All nations of the earth. So it wouldn't be no looking towards America for law. Everybody looking at America for wisdom, right? For knowledge, right? And looking at their way of life, they would be looking at the Israelites, right? Can you read?
And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So blessings will come upon us and overtake us. Now, what you're looking at, this is the covenant that the Lord was making with us, right? The covenant means agreement, right? Or you can say a contract. So, hey, the Lord is setting up a contract showing us, hey, if you keep the commandments, right, I'm going to bless you and I'm going to put you on top, right? And if you break the commandments, I'm going to curse you, right? Hey, it's just like now, you make a contract with somebody in the world, right? They can have certain rules and regulations. If you go against the contract, they can sue you, right? They can take your house from you. They can take your car, lock you up. Now the Lord is telling us, like, this contract that I got for you, I'm gonna put you on high. Now if you go against my contract, meaning the law, statutes, and commandments, I'm gonna put you on the bottom, and I'm gonna destroy you, and I'm gonna sue you for everything that you have. You see that? Right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Now that was verse 1 in Deuteronomy chapter 28. Now from verse 1 to 14, it talks about the blessings and all the things that we would have. Right? Now I ain't gonna read all of it, you have to read that on your own. But it talks about all the blessings that we have. You get to verse 15 and let's see what the Lord says.
But it shall come to pass.
Now it says but, right? Now anytime it says but, there's always something to it, right? Just like now a so-called white man, he got the small print, right? But hey, we ain't really caring about the small print. We just signing our name, right? We just sign here,
Give me that loan.
right? Give me that loan, right? Not knowing what we were signing up for, but ultimately it turned out to be a blessing. But you read
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments,
all his
commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these curses.
So all these curses, just like you said, the curses. Are we the only ones with the curses? Yeah. The curses that fit the Israelites, yes. Now you have other curses like the curse of Ham, right? Which would be the so-called Africans. So that is going into something different. But this particular curse right here was for the Israelites if they didn't keep the commandments. Because Cain was cursed. See that? Now you have different various curses, but we're dealing with the one that identifies who the Israelites are. Cain's curse, it don't identify who the Israelites are. But these curses, they do. Right? Just like our evil towards our brother, the kids given to another people, right? And I'm showing you that's how you identify who you are. You read it?
all right? Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
What is gate city?
Cursed shall thou be in the city,
Uh-huh.
and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Now we got cursed in the city. When any city you go to, right? The black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what condition are they living in? What are they on the bottom or the top? Poor, right? And this is in every city that you go in. You go across seas, go to Great Britain, go to London, go to all these different, go to damn Asia. You'll see the black, Hispanic, and Native American were on the bottom of society. Now, because ultimately, just like you answered earlier, all the nations hate us. So all of them have a hand in putting us on the bottom. See that? Right? A hand and a foot and a knee.
That's right.
Right? On your neck. You read?
Cursed shall thou be thy basket and thy store.
Give me verse 32.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Mm-hmm. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So the Lord says our sons and our daughters would be given unto another people. Right? They were given to another people, just like you've seen the movie Roots before, right? See, you know who Kizzy is? Okay. Well, you have different movies that are 12 Years Slave. You've seen any kind of movies. Okay. But hey, it'll be a good thing to check them out because it kind of gives you a picture of what actually went on, right? And not only in the movies, these things are in books too, how they used to treat them, right? But read that again.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Uh-huh.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So our sons and our daughters, they got given to another people, right? You read?
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Uh-huh.
There shall be no might in thine hand.
Some might.
No might in thine hand.
We don't have military might, right? Political might, economic might. We don't have no voice in this land to get our people back to freedom. We didn't have that. So if they decided to sell your daughter or your son, right, they can just do it. Sell them to Master Jenkins down the street, or sell them to Texas, or sell them to Nevada, right? They can sell your people everywhere without you having any kind of might in your hand. You didn't have a military might. Where's the so-called black man's military might?
Yeah.
Everybody else got one. They got a military. What happened to ours? It got depleted. Why? Because they depleted all of your understanding as to who you are. Right? Everybody else know who they are, so they have a military. They have something to fight for. We don't have anything to fight for but damn J's and chicken. That's it. Fighting the damn Popeye when the chicken sandwich come out. Jumping a Negro over his J's, right? Joys that come out on the Sabbath when we're not supposed to buy and sell. We're just completely breaking God's commandment and disregarding each other as brothers, right? For nothing, you know. So we have to come back to loving our own people. How do you love? It's keeping the commandment. Give me 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. Because you know what love is, brother? I'm going to show you. According to the Bible. Not all my word, but according to God's word. Right? Because you know this world, they can say, you young bucks, y'all don't know what love is. You know, you heard that before, right? Y'all don't know what love is. Well, even the people who saying that, they don't know what love is. You know? I'm going to show you what love is according to the Bible.
Book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God, and we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
That we keep his commandments.
Love is keeping God's commandments. See that? Love is keeping his commandments. Because if I love you, brother, if you have a wife, I wouldn't cheat on you, cheat on your wife. Well, I wouldn't cheat. I wouldn't lay down with your wife. See what I'm saying? Because God says that that's adultery. Really, and that's an abomination, right? If I loved you, I wouldn't sit here and let you eat pork in my face. If I loved you, I wouldn't tell you to go ahead and eat that catfish, right, and destroy your soul and your body. If I loved you, hey, I wouldn't steal from you when you put your phone down somewhere. That's love, man. Love is an action word. See that? Love is action, according to God's commandment. That's how you love your brother. That's how you love God, by keeping his commandment. Not just saying I love you and hugging the damn air. You know, I love God and you just praying every night. Not saying that we're not supposed to pray, but you just praying every night and not keeping none of the commandments. The Lord ain't hearing that. You know, so you have to keep God's commandments. Do you know the commandments, brother?
Yeah, not my heart, I just got it.
Do you know it's more than 10? Okay, let me show you something real quick. Give me that about the swan. Oh, what you had, brother? Bring out what you had.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. It reads, they shall not make baldness upon their head.
This is a commandment right here. They shall not. So anytime you don't have to say thou shalt not. The Lord said they should not. The Lord is giving command. The Lord tell you something to do or something what not to do. That's a commandment. Go do this, go do that. It's like your father and your mother telling you, hey, they don't say thou shalt wash the dish. They just tell you go do it. Go cut the grass. Go take the trash out. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Keep reading.
They shall not make baldness upon their head. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So we're not supposed to shave our beard off. So if you could grow a beard, you're supposed to have a beard on your face. Right? Now, ultimately, you know, everybody, a lot of our people, they can't grow an actual beard. Some of our people, right? But you have to grow what can grow. Now, can you grow a beard? Okay. Hey, well, you got to let that thing grow out. Right? However it grows, that's how it's supposed to grow. Right? That's how it's supposed to grow according to the Bible. That's why you see all these brothers right here. They got a beard on their face. And that's how you tell a difference between a man and a woman. Because this world right here is set up on confusion. Now you got goddamn men shaving their beard off, right? Trying to look like women, going to get nails and different things of that nature. But ultimately, they're supposed to have a beard. See that? Right, you read?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman,
right?
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Hey, what?
An abomination.
So this world, they'll teach you, you know, homosexuality is okay. But that's not okay in the eyes of God, right? So we supposed, and you're not even supposed to agree with this thing, man. This don't mean you have to walk around with a chain and say, I disagree with homosexuality. But when it comes to you, right, hey, you got to be like, hey, no, I don't stand for that. Right? I go against that. Now, in this world, they might ridicule you. They might say, oh, you just mean. Right? They might say what number?
Lose your job.
Right? You might lose your job. But ultimately, you got to stand and fight for the Lord. You got to have the faith that the Lord is going to look out for you for standing up for His word. Right? Because we don't agree with that shit. Right? We're not down with that because guess what? God said we can't be down with it. Now, even in the world, I was never down with that type of stuff. But in my mind, I was like, well, that ain't me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But ultimately, it does. Because really, when I say hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me, that means I don't give a damn about my people. They can do what the hell they want to do. Right? I don't want to see my nation continue to be built up. I just look, they do it up. It ain't got shit to do with me. That right there is not caring about your nation and not showing them love. If I show them love, I'm gonna say, hey, you're not supposed to be doing that act. That's abomination to the Lord, and you got to print it. Right? So we have to be against that thing, and we can't be for it at all. Right? What you got?
Said both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. Right? So give me Romans chapter 8. I think it might be verse 16, where it says, read what you got, King.
Deuteronomy 20:25. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man.
Right.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Now you know in this world, right? So they say a woman just can wear what she want to wear. Hey, you got women out here dressed half naked now. Just go to the grocery store. Just go to the gas station. Yeah, sometimes, hey, if you ever been to the club and stuff like that, and that same, you'll probably see half naked women walking in with thongs on, all kind of different stuff, man. But that's going against God's commandment. The Lord told our women to dress modest. The Lord told our women to put a dress on. Read that again.
Deuteronomy 20:25. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth to a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination to the Lord thy God.
Right? So the woman, she ain't supposed to wear that which pertains to a man. Right? And a man can't put on a woman's garment. Now you have actors, right? Tyler Perry, who else? Martin, all these different men, they'll put dresses on. But God told them not to do that. So if somebody ever come to you, brother, and they say, hey, look, we can get you a good job in Hollywood or acting, right? You got to put this dress on. It ain't no harm in it, man. Look, it's just people gonna laugh at it, you know. People are not even gonna ridicule you or anything like that. But ultimately, that would go against God's commandment, and that would really be selling your soul. You know, right? Read what you got, King.
Book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 14.
And the reason I'm showing you this, I want you to see something, right? That this world pretty much teaches. You ever heard of the free spirit? And people saying that I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Well, let me show you something about those people. You read.
Book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
That the what?
That the law is spiritual.
Well, we're reading the laws of God, His commandments. The law is spiritual. So those things are spiritual. So all the people who say, I'm just spiritual, well, they're really not if they're not keeping God's commandments. Spiritual is, like I brought that out for a reason. The woman not supposed to wear what it's saying to a man, and a man not supposed to put on a woman's garment. Because when a man puts on a woman's garment, that's what makes him feminine. It's a spirit that comes with that. It's a spirit that comes with the woman putting on pants, right? It's spirits that come with that. See that? So those things are spiritual. The laws of God are spiritual. When we eat defiled foods, right? When we eat defiled foods, that's spiritual. That's defiling your soul and your temple. That and ultimately can defile your understanding. Because guess what? God told you not to do that. So in order to be more connected with God, in order to love God more, you got to show Him that you're going to keep His commandments. And when the Lord loves you, when you show the Lord you love Him, guess what? He's going to show you He loves you. By giving you the understanding, right? By allowing you to walk in the true light, right? Having the right doctrine. Hey, the Lord loves you if you love Him. You know, that makes sense, brother? You got any questions on that, brother? Right. So, go ahead, brother.
Israel.
That's right.
That's right. Why did this happen?
Curse. That curse. Why did that happen? Because it came. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, who observe to do all his commandments.
Do all his what?
All his commandments.
Hear that, brother? All his what? That's right. You read?
And the statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
So because we didn't keep what? His commandments, that what? Keep reading.
That all these curses.
That all these what? Curses. So the curses came for what? Not keeping what? Keeping his commandments. So the Lord said, if you don't listen and do my commandments, all these curses that I named, they're going to come upon you. All these bad things are going to happen to you for not listening and keeping my commandments. So we're in all these different things right here. Yokes of iron, being on slavery, on slave ship, getting your kids sold everywhere, being hung on trees, being destroyed by another nation, and serving white supremacy. These things came upon us for not keeping God's commandments. Now, if we want these things to be reversed, give me Deuteronomy 30 verse 7. Right? If we want these things to be reversed, we don't want the curses on us, then what do we have to do? Follow the commandments, brother. Follow the commandments. And we can go get rifles, different things of that nature, go get us an army. But the Lord will never let us prevail or come on top until we keep his commandments. We can do all that, and guess what? We'll be destroyed the next day by the U.S. military, right? By all the U.S. might call other people in just to help us destroy it, to help them to destroy us. See that? We don't even have a military. So the only hope that we have is in the Heavenly Father through his Son, the Black Messiah, which all the prophecies lead up to him coming back to save us from these people. Right? Read what you got, King.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemy. Upon thine enemy.
Hear that, bro? So the Lord said he will put the curses on our enemy. Now, do you want the curses on your people or the enemy?
The enemy.
That's right, brother. That's right. So the Lord said, hey, and it's talking about the last days right here. The Lord said he will put the curses on your enemy if you keep his commandments. You read?
And on them that hate thee.
On what?
On them that hate thee.
And we already established who hates us, man. So all the curses that we're going through, when we repent and wake up and realize who we are, the curses are going to be on the Asian man, right? It ain't going to be no more damn beauty salons and beauty what is it? Right, beauty supply stores selling out people blonde hair and everything that make them hate themselves. See that? It ain't gonna be no more blonde hair damn stores on the damn corner. The Lord's gonna destroy all that, man. There ain't gonna be nothing but natural hair, our natural beautiful skin, our natural us naturally keeping the commandments, right? The curse is gonna be upon our enemy. And that's what